First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the New Orleans Saints. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the rookie from Auburn, Tank Bigsby. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. When you look at the Saints defense, they were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. And here's a Louisiana native from the town of Jennings. It's Travis Etienne. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. This defense for the Saints very strong in that victory a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That's their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. You look at this Jaguar defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game, because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
3rd and 8. Winston. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with ETN. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Line, 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Here's a give to ETN. They stiff arms him. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jags put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this 1st quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them. And also, it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
On second down, Kamara. And bulldozing his way through. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Winston's throw caught by Olave. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. To throw is Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. A 1,000-yard rusher for the first time last year. This is Jamal Williams. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Tries the left side and finds Olave. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Off the play fake, Winston. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Here's Winston completing a quick throw out wide. Touchdown, Saints. K.J. Hamler from 8 yards out. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive as they watch the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now Lawrence to throw on second down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And returning it, here's Hamler. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season they could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Jameis to throw it. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 7. Play action now. Winston. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now the Saints' third-round pick back in April. It's Kendre Miller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, Winston. Quick completion here to Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
Oh, that's a nice job of clearing space in the middle of the field for your tight end. He's going to start behind the line and run an angle route, hoping to kind of get lost in the middle of the field. And this is put right on him, and he's able to pick up a first down.
First down, Winston. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
2nd and 10.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Now Winston. And it is caught at the 10-yard line. And finally down it goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They go play action. Winston. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately,
and pressure coming, and they got him once again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Third and goal, Winston. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Jags are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a big chance goes by the wayside there. A tough break on 3rd and goal.
Yeah, as a general rule, you know you're usually not going to win games with field goals. But in this case, they had 3 points in their pocket. I get what he was trying to do. That's a big swing of momentum right there.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
ETN up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You can go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd down and 6 now. And they'll go again with ETN. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ndamukong Suh breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible. Now has him within throwing range of a first down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brenton Strange with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 21-7. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Winston. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Play fake. Winston. A throw left side, hauled in by Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter, and the entire 4th remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. To throw, Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a 2nd player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st.
White.
Throwing, Winston. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Bigsby with a carry to begin the series. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
On third down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
There'll be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Hamler now on the return. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. So we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Green, triple T. Hey, stop. Follow. Where we go?
Winston. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Green, triple T.
Winston now. Little short pass here to Hill. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Quick throw to Olave. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 9.
Where we go?
Kamara up the middle. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Where we go?
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Badgley able to punch this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
But what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
and probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On play action, Lawrence. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Huge article in their local paper this morning saying how the 4 interceptions last week led them to that victory. Here they haven't been able to come up with one, and they're losing. Probably not a coincidence.
I don't think so at all. I think you're spot on, but maybe they put a little extra pressure on themselves because the 4 interceptions last week, victory. Right now, no interceptions in this game. Had a chance for one, missed it, and they're losing. Probably feeling the pressure right now.
Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first.
11.
They'll try the left side with ETN. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And he's taken down here by the Saints. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
Like how they started the 3rd quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Take right open.
A shotgun snap and again to ETN. 70 yards on the ground for him so far. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Pressure comes and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
And Jameis intercepted a third time. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They go play action now. Lawrence. That is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards, the final tally.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And they'll run with ETN. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
One more time with ETN. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a bowl-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. And it's caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. So Lawrence will exit, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Jaguar field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
A quality run by Kamara, who's the same dependable and often spectacular back the Saints drafted in 2017. Another season of nearly 900 yards rushing and 500 receiving yards.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. This pass caught by Hamler. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Winston now to throw on first down. Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels.
Yeah, bro, you don't have to call that many dang audibles, bro. No glitches here, homie.
Incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. Winston. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 41. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
Second down, here's a run with Bigsby, and he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
All right, let's go.
The offense on third down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go.
Lawrence will throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. On 1st down, Downs to throw. He's got Hamler. And they work this well upfield across the 45. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, smash, Bronco. Check, smash, check, smash. Warrior 70.
Now Dobbs. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays up in quick succession if they can.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
Dobbs. Alvin Kamara wheeling it in on back-to-back plays. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. That's caught by Johnson. Touchdown. Jerome Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Badgley on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Stopped up on his first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now 3rd down and 7. ETN once more. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's first down. Back to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Andre Sisco. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses.